it's Rebecca here from Precious Pages Papercraft, and today I'm designing a layout for Hip Kit Club, and I'm using the September 2021 kits. I'm using all of them on this layout, so you'll see a little bit featured from each kit. And of course it's Mixed Media Monday, so there will be some mixed media as well. So I'm going to go with a kind of back to school themed layout. The September kits are full of Hip Kit exclusives, including these 3 pattern papers that you see here, and it's their September Days collection, so it's all kind of school themed, which is perfect for me because my little boy started big school this year, so I've got loads of photos to scrap, and I've got quite a few because his school has 2 different variations of uniform. They have summer winter form and winter uniform. And he's tried them all out in different variations, so I've got loads of different photos of him. So I started off with those exclusive pattern papers from the main kit, and I've cut some circles from them. I've also pulled out 2 of the coloured cardstocks from the cardstock kit. I'm just having a bit of a play trying to decide on my composition. I initially was going for a horizontal design, but really wasn't feeling that, so I've changed it to a kind of more vertical, almost diagonal design, and I'm much happier with this. And I've fussy cut some of those apples as well from one of the other exclusive papers. They are really cute, those apples. There's a whole sheet of them, so I've got loads of those to use. And now I'm going through the Hip Kit exclusive die cut pieces. These are from the main kit, and these are all kind of school based as well, so fab for this layout. So I've pulled out a huge globe there. That worked really well because it was circle, so it goes with my circle theme. I've got a couple of stacks of books, calculator, and a little pot of kind of pens and paint brushes there. I've got a light bulb, loads of different bits in this. There's like paint palette, there's a set square, you've got some apples, you've got some rucksacks, you've got loads of bits. Great for school layouts. I had to actually try and stop myself because I'm not one for busy layouts, and this was starting to get a bit busy for me. I was just trying to put all the things on, so I had to kind of restrain myself a little bit. I've kind of like where I've placed everything, and now I need to obviously add my mixed media, so I don't really want to take it all off, add my mixed media, because I'll never get it all back in the right place again where I'm happy with it. So I'm trying to stick it together kind of as it is on the page, one bit at a time, and then I'm gonna move it on and off as one big piece. So when I come to adding my mixed media, I quite often like to bring kind of the elements of my layout back on top to see how it's looking and to see if I need to add more mixed media, and it would have been a right pain doing this with all of those elements. So by sticking them all together, it just allows me to A, keep things how I like them in the right place, and B, I can then move it as one big element, and just makes life a lot easier. And you'll notice I've also added some foam behind a couple of bits. I always like to add foam behind my photos to kind of raise them up off the page. Gives a bit of dimension to the layout, but it also helps to draw your eye to the photo if it's kind of sitting higher than everything else. So I've added some craft foam behind my photo. Now I'm just bringing all those little elements back in place, trying to decide if I can get those all stuck down before adding my mixed media, and I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to take a little bit of time getting those smaller elements stuck in place. So now I've got all of those elements stuck together, I can move that off the page back and on really easily. I'm just drawing a pencil line around the outside of it all so I can see where I need to add my mixed media. So I want to keep it so that it's kind of just peeking out underneath all my embellishments. So the September 2021 kit, you get the colour kit, you get 3 different colours. So they're all Shimmers products, which I love. So I'm using at the moment the Mango Tango Vibes, that's a spray bottle. The pot I'm using here is an original Shimmers, and that's Orange Sherbet, and that's really, really sparkly, this one, it's really pretty. And we also get a spritz in Cotton Candy, which is another spray bottle, but I don't think I use that on this layout. And we also obviously get a stencil as well. It's an Echo Park one. It differs slightly from the one that was advertised originally for the colour kit. I know Kimberly had a bit of trouble with delayed orders, so she's replaced it. So instead of getting an Echo Park full stencil, we've got a more Christmassy one, but it's still got leaf sprigs on it, so it would work really well for full layouts. So if you notice a slight change in the stencil, that will be why. So I've added my mixed media there using the packaging technique. I've just got an empty piece of packaging that's plastic, just spritz a bit of the colour onto that and add a bit of water with the original Shimmers and just smush it down on my page. And then I finished off with some splatters in the same colours. And I love how that's just peeking out around the outside edge of everything there. And the colours work really well with all the Hip Kit exclusives from the September kit, kind of pinks and oranges and reds. So it works really well with all these school themed products. And I've decided my right hand side of my page is quite heavy with embellishments and things, and the left hand page was looking a bit bare, so I decided I'm going to add a couple of strips of torn paper to kind of tie everything together. So I've used the same exclusive patterned paper that I've cut a couple of circles from as well, so that ties in nicely. And then I've also used the same coloured cardstock from the cardstock kit. And I've just tucked a layer of that underneath, and I've torn those edges just for a bit more texture on the page, and then I've kind of rolled them back a bit. And now I'm going to get my photos and embellishments stuck in place. So I've used some double-sided tape, and I've also added some wet glue as well. Sometimes I find it a bit tricky to get things to stick to mixed media backgrounds, so I just go a bit mad with all the adhesives and apply a bit of everything. I haven't used any gesso on this page. I knew I wasn't going to be adding much water, so I've just gone straight in with those mixed media products, and I was still able to smush them around a page a bit. Gesso would have allowed me to move them around even more, but I knew I didn't want to move them around too much, unlike my last mixed media layout. So yeah, I didn't worry with gesso. Coming in now with some kind of clear stickers here. These are all coloured stars. Again, Hip Kit exclusives. Those are from the main kit, I believe. And we've got these Pink Fresh Studio The Best Day chipboard flares as well. I'm adding a couple of those. So we've got an orange one that says Best Day and a kind of pinky red one that says Love This. Also bringing in a couple of these gorgeous exclusive kind of like denim jean pockets. They're fabric almost on one side and plastic on the other, but they are fantastic and great for this layout. I'd completely forgotten about them and kind of didn't work them in to my original design at the beginning, and then saw them. I was like, oh no, I forgot. But I've managed to tuck a couple of those in, so I'm really happy I got a couple of those on. This is a sheet of kind of almost puffy stickers. These are again Hip Kit exclusives from the main kit. So I've added in a title there, School Rocks. And I've also added in a couple of little hearts, and then I've put that first day bit in as well, because I think this was my little boy's first day at the school gate, and I took this photo. And another bit there that says excited. I'm trying to get that on. I'm trying to get all the exclusives onto this layout. There's so much I just wanted to get on. I really did have to try and force myself to stop. And just finishing off here with some enamel dots. These are from Pink Fresh Studio. Those are from the Pocket Life kit. So I've added those on, and I really did want to add those chipboard numbers on as well from the embellishment kit. But I just had to stop because it was looking so busy. I didn't want to take away from the products I've already got on the page by overcrowding, so I stopped at that point. So that is my completed layout, largely Hip Kit exclusive on this one, except for a couple of chipboard flair and the enamel dots. Those are from the Pink Fresh Studio The Best Day collection, but everything else is the exclusive September Days collection. I love how this has turned out. So thank you very very much for joining me today. I'll pop some links in the description box below to all the kits I've used. Like I said, I've used all of them on this layout, so I'll pop those links in the description box below. And also a link to our Hip Kit Club group as well on Facebook. If you're not already a member, head over and join for loads of inspiration and our weekly challenge. But for now, I shall leave you with the close-ups and I shall see you next time.